Hello everyone, my name is Livawesome and welcome back to another episode here with me on the Pleasant Junction Server, but now for the first time ever in 1.18. And to celebrate that, here we go! Ta-da! Welcome to Caves and Cliffs, everyone. Now, how do I get out of here? Yep, that is right. The Caves and Cliffs update is finally here. And if you saw my last little video that I made, it wasn't an episode, just a little video to inform you all. I said that I would be moving bases. Not abandoning my old one, but just kind of making a new start. So we flew off in this hot air balloon, and where did we land? Well, see for yourself. We've landed here in a little town that I like to call Bircham, and that's totally not a play on word to Bodum. Nope. This little town was made in the new meadow biome, and it's looking super cool. We've only spent about a day and a half working on it, but even just with that little bit of work, well, it's pretty crazy. Every single one of these houses was made by a different person in their own unique style. We were all sort of building in a medieval sort of way, but not a single of the buildings turned out the same. And this little cottage right here is mine. I spent about a day working on this and pretty much winged the whole entire thing. It's pretty small, kind of similar to my original tiny house that I built in episode 1. Man, that feels so long ago. The inside's kinda typical. We've got a mini kitchen, a small living room with Buppy and the parrot, which I decided to name Polyester. There's a couple of small upstairs bedrooms. This one's got a nice little balcony. Well, hello there, bees. Oh my gosh, they have completely frozen now. Okay, I'm just gonna walk away now. And then we've got another bedroom in here, which is a little cramped, but I also think it's pretty cozy. And we've got a tiny custom armor stand tree, which I made following the amazing Elizabeth's tutorial, which I will leave a link to in the description. Then upstairs, we've got what I kind of am calling a storage room. It's not a storage room, it's just a bunch of barrels that I placed in here to keep the few items that I have. I've only lived here for a day, so I haven't really gotten too much. Then finally, there's a little upstairs library I made that I haven't decorated very well. Might add a few candles in here, or a few books scattered around. I don't know, we'll see. And you know, like I said, this place is pretty small. There's not too much to show off. Just another little starter house. So my starter house is already done. I went ahead and built that all off camera. But now, I want to build a shop. And that also involves a little something that I went ahead and did off camera. But not the shop itself. More or less, the thing that I use to get the materials for the shop. Let's just say, one day I got bored and decided to build an entire raid farm. Yeah. And now I've got more totems than I know what to do with. After a bit of brainstorming, I realized that because this is a new update, a bunch of members from Pleasant Junction are probably going to be doing some exploring. And with adventure comes risk. So they probably wouldn't mind having a few extra ones of these. Now the question is, where am I going to build this shop? Well, at the moment, I'm not using this hot air balloon anymore. So it might be a good place to rebuild into a shop. Let me see what I can do. Alright, I've done a bit of work, and this is what I've come up with. I honestly think I did a lot more work on the terraforming bit than the actual shop. I tried to make a little bit of a sloping edge, like it was beginning to crumble and the dirt was sagging. And then right here I made a pathway using some cobbled deep slate and a bit of leaves to decorate it. And then the balloon itself hasn't changed too much. I was considering making it yellow because, you know, blue doesn't exactly fit with the totem vibe. But in the end, I decided to keep it blue because I just like it better. But I had to do something to make it a little bit more distinguishable that this place sells totems, so I added a couple banners. 2 of them from those pillager guys, and one that's custom made that I tried to make look like a totem. I mean, it kind of works. Can you see that? I'm trying to go sideways. If you look at the bottom right corner, see? Bear with me. And well, it must have worked because I've already made my first sale. I've decided to sell the totems at 1 diamond for 3. We do have one other shop on the server that sells totems for 2 diamonds for a single totem, which I just think that's a little bit overpriced. so I thought I'd give him a bit of a better deal. But let's move away from all this starter stuff. I know I literally just built my starter house, but I'm actually all ready to go ahead and find a place for my new base. So, ye probably be wondering what 'tis Liv's plan for a 1.18 base. Well, this pirate here wants to explore the new untold land generation, but I'm afraid that this vessel here ain't gonna be much use for getting over the new mountains and cliffs. In fact, these here wings would probably be more useful than any old vessel could be. But what if it were possible to combine the two together? Aye, yes, that shall be my new base. Arrgh! Welcome aboard to me new ship, mateys! Oh my gosh, I don't think I can keep doing that voice. It's fun, but man, it sure does take a toll on your throat. Anyways though, welcome aboard to my new ship. Let me give you a bit of a tour. I'd say the decorating is about halfway done. I'd love to add a few more details other than barrels and candles and lanterns and, you know, that sort of stuff. I'd say that this ship deck could probably use a crew. A pirate's gotta get a little bit of help, you know? Another detail that's lacking that's worth mentioning would probably be that there's not a steering wheel. I'm gonna get to that soon, I promise, but that's a little concerning at the moment. But I don't think we're anywhere near crashing into things. We're fairly high up in our flying pirate ship, and oh gosh, I should probably stand back here. And from the looks of it, I don't think we're gonna crash into anything anytime soon. But I'm sure wheel would probably be a good thing to have here. That'll be probably something I make in the next episode, along with the crew and just a little bit more detailing. Oh, but the deck isn't the only thing that I've gotten done. Right here we've got the captain's quarters where Polyester and Buppy are staying. Right next door is an office, I want to say. I don't know if pirates have offices, but I'm sure they'd like to have a place to read and have meetings and maybe eat snacks? I don't know. Do pirates eat snacks? I have no clue. And don't think I forgot below deck too. Speaking of snacks, down here is the kitchen where the crew can come down and get their lunch. I think next episode I'm gonna be doing a bit of armor standification down here too, cause I don't think pirates can live solely on root beer, but I mean, that would be pretty delicious. We've also got a sleeping quarters back here too for the crewmates. We've got some beds for them to take a nap, and a jukebox for them to listen to their sea shanty tunes. And finally, down below deck, we've got a bit of a storage room for, well, not really storage. Like I said, I've basically got nothing here in this new land. But I mean, if I ever do have junk lying around, I will have a place to put it. Functional, not really, but useful, definitely. But I'd say that's just about it for this pirate ship. I think this has actually got to be one of the biggest builds I've ever done in Minecraft. And it's definitely been the first ship that I've ever built. And personally, I think it turned out pretty awesome. But you know, I think I'm probably gonna have to wrap up here. This video has taken an extremely long time to make. Partly because of procrastination and just partly because this was a big project. But hopefully now that the base is done, I'll finally be able to start working on a few other shenanigans and piratey things. I've got a few ideas in the works, but if you the viewers have any ideas that you'd like to share, please let me know because I could always use a bit of inspiration. And I know this video has been pretty short. In fact, it might be one of the shortest episodes I've ever made. But I have done so much work that I think I'm gonna have to call it here. So anyways, I guess this is the part of the video where I say thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye!